guys, welcome back to another video. Finally getting part 2 out today. Sorry I had to wait till Tuesday. So before we get into talking about this video, there are a bunch of things I want to clear up from the last video. First off, I was talking really fast, so I was very hard to understand. Second off, my audio, my audio recorder was not happy with me that day or something because a lot of things cut out. It sounded like I was editing it, like I edited parts out, but I didn't. I never edit the audio. If something goes wrong in the audio, I just redo it fully. Excuse me for that. Sorry. Also, sorry if I'm talking really weird. It's because I'm talking quietly because I don't want to disturb the working people in the house. So yeah. So first off, uh, I keep forgetting to change the title to my first video to part 1. Hopefully by the time this is up, it will be that way, but for the first 3 days, it isn't. And at one point I say, you probably can already tell that this is a part 1 from the title, but you wouldn't be able to. The only way you could have been tell, what? No. You could have told, what am I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm really sorry. That it was a part 1 is on Sunday when I uploaded a different thumbnail that said part 1 on it. But before then, you had absolutely no way of knowing. So sorry about that. I did not know that I was going to be so lazy with the title. So, next, at one point, I took, not at one point, I don't know where I was going with that. When I was talking about taking parts out of the kitchen, it turns out that I took the wrong parts of the kitchen, so I left in only what I needed and not what I wanted. So the part of me doing the kitchen with the actual just stuff pack, not stuff pack, bruh, expansion pack stuff, the original time I did it, that was taken out, but I also took out some, a little bit of me doing family room area. So sorry about that. I didn't realize that. So I already said that it sounded like it was edited, but it wasn't. I figured out the stair thing that I was trying to do, where I was trying to delete the floor, so it was like a look over. I still couldn't figure out what it was called, but I figured out what I was doing wrong. It wasn't the game, it was me. So what I did was I took the stairs out of the house, I just deleted the stairs, and then I closed off the area with fences, and then I deleted the floor. So that was the problem. I keep having these kind of problems where I'm not figuring out what I want to do because I keep putting the stairs in, then trying to delete it. So yeah, tip, put the stairs in after you've deleted the floor. So great. So I did figure that out, and that's great. Also, when I was doing The Office, I was talking about next week, for next Saturday, / this Saturday now, doing a version that's not expanded. I'm even messing up what I'm trying to correct. Doing this base game, but the base game version, when I actually meant game pack, though that one sort of explained itself eventually because I said that because I was talking about using Vampires and Strangerville, which are both game packs, but yeah, I meant doing this but game pack only. So yeah. And then at one point I was talking about the cats and dogs wallpaper, the ones with the wood, not matching the wood, which doesn't make any sense. What I meant was not matching all of the floor wood swatches, which was I'm still kind of mad about, honestly. Ugh, that sounded terrible. I'm very sorry. Sorry, I'm coughing to try to sound better. I swear I'm okay. Do. Oh, at one point I was asking for build suggestions or whatever, and I had a few lines. It was 2 or 3 sentences that just sounded like word salad. It was not English. It was trying to be, but it just couldn't be. I don't have down what the lines are. By the way, I have this stuff all in notes because I just watched through the video and put down any notes that I wanted to clear up. I did not put down the lines, but I think later on I sort of explain it better. But no, actually I think that was cut out, so never mind. What I was trying to say is let me know what kind of things you like to see because I just love knowing what other people like, and also I like trying new things because I would never think to build, I don't know, a witch's house. I have already built a witch's house. I can't even think of things that I wouldn't even build because I live in a certain part of the world. I don't know all build styles. I haven't seen all build styles. So yeah, let me know if you have any ideas for new things for me to try out because I love trying new things. And then I am so just the basement was a whole problem. So like some of the basement audio, it was just cutting so much when I was doing like the main basement part, like where the stairs go down to. It's not the main basement part, but it's like where the stairs go down to. I said that like 3 times. Oh my gosh. So the best part was that the part where I was saying sorry if some of this stuff cuts out, my computer's being a little bit annoying, and also I'm talking really fast, so sorry if I'm hard to understand. Like 1/6 of that is still in the video. Most of it was cut out, so the rest of the 5/6 is just not there. It's amazing. It's hilarious, but I'm sorry about that because the parts where I was saying I'm sorry if the audio breaks or cuts out or it sounds like I edited it because I didn't was completely gone. I also thought that my basement story, my sleepover room story was gone, but it wasn't. So I'm just dumb, I guess. So now on to this house. So if you are not aware yet, this is part 2 of the other one. So go hit the other one. That's very helpful. The other one of the last part. So go get that. Go check that out if you haven't. Sorry if I'm still stumbling a little. I'm still a little stressed. That's why I waited till Tuesday to put this out. I'm also going to be continuing my break today. I'm 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 not sure if I'm going to film my new video because usually I film a video for my other channel today. It depends on how my sister's feeling because I have to re-record it because only the first hour of the 2 and 45 minute recording, 2 hour and 45 minute recording, sorry, saved. The first hour and 8 minutes saved, and I'm very upset about it because like you can't rewatch the movie because then you don't get like the same commentary because you already know what's gonna happen. It's not like, oh wow, this happens or whatever. Like I already know what happens. I wouldn't. So I want my sister to record it with me. So because she's never seen the movie, I had seen the movie before, just not in a long time. She has never seen the movie, so I'm gonna try to get her to do it. So yeah. Also, speaking of my other channel, a new video is going to be going up later on today. Unless you're not seeing this within the first couple hours of this coming out, then it will already be out. So definitely go check it out. I watched Twilight, and honestly, it's my favorite video yet. My sister Jessica, who if you've watched other video on this channel, you probably know. But if you don't, I have a little sister named Jessica, and she does audio with me sometimes because I think I'm a lot funnier with other people. And I just dropped my microphone, rip. So yeah, she's in it for a little bit, only for a little bit, like a couple of scenes. But I think it's the best video I've done so far. It's a little bit longer, like I think it's like a minute and a half longer than my longest one. But yeah, so definitely go check that out when it's up. I'm very proud of it. If you haven't checked out my other channel yet, I watch movies and review them, but that's not all I do. If you want to know exactly what I do, you can watch my channel trailer, which is the video I'm most proud of ever. I've uploaded hundreds of videos to YouTube overall, and that is my favorite video ever, the channel trailer for my other channel. So yeah, definitely go check out my channel. It'll be linked at the end. It's always linked on my YouTube channel, and I'll try to link it down below. If it's not linked down below, that is because I'm dumb and forgot. I will try to remember though. So yeah, that's my other channel. I was gonna say something else, and I do not remember what it was. Rip. Oh well. So also, the video that I was talking about releasing on Tuesday is now, in my last video, is now going to be Thursday's video. So yeah, definitely wait to check that out. I'm very excited for it. I'm also gonna try to edit it in my other editor. I usually use just the editor that came with my computer to not to for this channel, and then I use Premiere Pro for the other channel, but I want to try using Premiere Pro for that video. So I'm going to try using it, and I'll let you know how that worked out on Thursday. So stay tuned for that. Also, thank you all for so much of the support. When I said that I was very stressed, I still am very stressed. There's just a lot of things going on. I just needed, I don't know what I was going with that yet, but I've been a little stressed because, I'm starting college next year for the first time and other stuff. I've just been more stressed than normal, but I've been taking a little bit of a break. I didn't do much yesterday, and I'm not going to do anything but exporting and uploading today unless I end up filming. But anyway, filming is fun. The part that I think that the worst part is like the editing when you're just dragging on, not doing any of the fun editing. Like on my other channel, it takes me like 5 hours to edit down an hour of footage. And the worst part of it is when you're just dragging through the footage waiting for something to happen. The funnest part is adding in sound effects, in my opinion, or just like funny parts, because I need to entertain myself while I'm editing, so I add in lots of pictures and funny noises to entertain myself. So hopefully that isn't annoying for you. But yeah, so I was going to talk about something else. I was probably going to talk about this build, but I honestly have nothing to talk about with this build. So yeah, I'm not even watching the build, so I have no idea what's really going on, what you're seeing. But if you didn't know, this one is just the upstairs, it's the outside, and then that's really it, and then it's all the screenshots at the end. So yeah, 19 minutes, whoop, 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 whoop. Yes, so, great job, Sarah. Let's talk about Supernatural, because why not? Speaking of not doing anything today, I'm planning on, while I'm just exporting a bunch of videos, which, I mean, I don't really do anything on my computer while things are exporting and whatever. I think I'm going to watch Supernatural. If I don't end up watching Supernatural, that means I'm going to watch another TV show, or I'm just going to be lazy and watch YouTube, but I'm going to try not to do that. So, if you don't know, I love the Supernatural. We're not talking about the show anymore. I'm just talking about the Supernatural, especially vampires. But I also do like the show Supernatural. I started watching it back a couple years ago. I think I started watching it like almost 3 years ago now, and I loved it. At first, I only watched the first 5 seasons. I mean, season 3, I only skimmed through a few episodes. Season 3 kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so originally I only watched the first 5 seasons just because I started watching season 6 and was like, oh no, I didn't start watching season 6. I was just like, I don't know about that. And then eventually I started watching more of it. I watched a couple of episodes of season 6 just because I couldn't stand the plot in season 6. I just didn't want that. I watched all of season 7. It was okay. It had its moments. I did like Charlie. There were a few episodes I liked, but I just overall didn't really like the Leviathans. There were some episodes that were okay, some that I just really wanted to skip through. And then season 8, I watched a couple of episodes, and season 9, I think I watched a total of like 3 or 4 episodes, and two of them were the ones with, or maybe one of them, I don't know. Most of the ones I watched were just the ones with Charlie in it for season 8 and 9. So yeah, and then I and then I stopped after season 8 for a little bit, and then I was like, no, watch season 10. So I mean, not, I wasn't like that. Then I wanted to watch the fan fiction episode, actually, which is the 200th episode, where they go to a case and it's a play about their lives. And I love that episode. Me and my sister sing the songs from it all the time. But so I watched that one, and then one day when I was watching it, I was like, okay, maybe I'll watch the next episode though, because they were talking about wanting to get back to the old days when the phone would ring and I knew it was you. No, that's Demi Lovato, but you get my gist. And I was all like, well, okay, if they're going back to the way it was, which is the way I like it, then I'm gonna watch. And so I watched the rest of season 10, and I wasn't disappointed. But then I stopped there, and then it was like that for probably a year and a half, where I was just occasionally watching old episodes from season 2, 4, or 5, and maybe The French Mistake on in fan fiction on an occasion. But sorry about all the coughing. By the way, my throat is like a little congested because I have allergies. So I'm very very sorry. I'm trying to cough away, but I know it annoys some people. So I'm very sorry. But as I was saying, so for like the next like year and a half, I was just watching scattered episodes that I knew I liked and didn't want to really move on. But then back in December, I was on an airplane coming back from California, and it had a TV. Like it was one of the airplanes with a TV on it, and one of the stations because it had like actual TV on it. I don't remember what airplane line it was, but that one had actual like TV stations you could scroll through. And I watched. Did I? I don't think I had headphones at the time. Did I? No, but I silently watched with the captions. I just watched with the captions on. I watched an episode from season 13 is the one with Jack. I'm checking. Hold up 1 second. I think it was 13. The one with the first one. Yeah, it is. I didn't need to check. I just remembered. It's the one with Jack. It was the first one with Jack. And I was watching it and I was like, okay, wait, Jack is kind of an interesting character. hold up, let me watch season 13. So then I got back, and then the next a few days later, I watched some of season 13, and as I was watching, I was like, oh my god, I forgot how much I love Supernatural. So then my mom, my sister, and we watched the Scooby Natural episode because I had never seen it because I wanted to wait till I watched till that point. Then I gave up on that, and that episode was amazing. And then recently, like a couple weeks ago, I showed it to my dad. It's his favorite episode of Supernatural. Uh, Overall, all of my family have at least watched one episode of Supernatural. My mom, my mom has seen Scooby Natural. My dad has watched a few episodes with me. My sister's watched the most amount of episodes. So like we talk about Supernatural. I also have a Dean, the Coach Dean, pop figure, and then a Castiel pop figure, and they're just downstairs in the kitchen. And so the reason I'm talking about this is because yesterday I found out that my dad had bought me the like a little version, like like those little like toy model car things of the car from Supernatural, the 67 Chevy Impala, and I was like, "What?" So we have one of those now. It's very little. I kept it in the box so I could have Coach Dean sit on top of it. But yeah, so I have a bunch of Supernatural stuff. Like I can see right there. I'm pointing to it. You can't see it, so it doesn't really matter to you. I have a Supernatural purse. I have a shirt that I've never worn because it has a V-neck, and I hate V-necks, but it still exists. I have a jacket which I wear all of the time. It's a Men of Letters Letterman jacket, and I love it. I have Supernatural pants which have the anti-possession symbol on them, and I love those too. But I do love overall. I love the Letterman jacket. Also, in September, I'm going to get a just regular Supernatural Letterman jacket. I love Letterman jackets, by the way. So just a regular Supernatural one, which I'm very excited for because I personally did not like all that Men of Letters stuff. I thought it was really dumb and stupid, and I still don't like it. But like, it was a jacket, and I love jackets, so I got the Men of Letters jacket because my hair was long enough to cover up the Men of Letters thing in the back, and it still had like the car and a bunch of the symbols on the sleeve, so I still thought it was cool. And so I still got it, even though I don't really prefer the Men of Letters. But yeah, also, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I totally recommend checking out Supernatural. It has like 15 seasons, but honestly, I'm fine if you just watch the first five. Even if you skip through most of season three, just watch Ghostfacer's Mystery Spot, and if you really feel like watching any other episode, you can. I mean, I wouldn't, but you can. So yeah. I don't know where I don't remember where I was anymore. Okay. But yeah, it's on Netflix. All 15 seasons are currently on Netflix in the US for sure. I don't know about anywhere else. Sorry. I live in the US, so I can't tell you about what's on Netflix in Canada or Australia or Russia. So I don't know if it's on Netflix there, but it is definitely on US Netflix currently. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking it out. I mean, if you're not into fantasy stuff and you know you're not gonna like it, like that's fine. You don't have to. But I really like the show. I didn't think I was gonna like the show. At first, I hated the show. Actually, when I watched the first episode, I hated it. I did not like it at all. I didn't. I thought it was bad, and I could not get through the first episode. But then I started watching it more, and I was like, how could I ever not like this? This is awesome. By the way, season 2 and season 4 are my favorite seasons. But I also totally loved a bunch of the episodes in season 5. So yeah, that's just fun fact for you. So yes, I hope you all enjoyed this video because I know I did. I had lots of fun. I hope you will stick around for Thursday's video. Let me know if you would like to see me build anything or what you think of the video, and I will see you all on tomorrow. No, that's not correct, but good try. Definitely check out my other channel if you feel like it. I'd much appreciate it. Stay tuned for Thursday. I hope you all have a good week, and goodbye.